Dear black people, I'm one of you, so I'm going to just go ahead and say this clearly where everybody can hear me, including the people in the back. What happened on Capitol Hill did not have anything to do with us. Had no effect on us, even though this is going to be used against us. Here, that's the thing. What happened is going to be used against us, even though it had nothing to do with us. It's going to be used against us, against our freedoms, but it's not just going to be against our freedom. It's going to be against everybody's freedom. But the bottom line is, this had nothing to do with us. We should have been paying attention to our own community. It's too much stuff and dysfunctions that is going on with our community for us to be worried about what's going on Capitol Hill. Because before all this, people on Capitol Hill wasn't giving a damn about black people. They wasn't. And they still not. So why are we worried? Why are we all up in white folks' business worrying about what's going on with them? They're fighting for what they believe in and their rights. What we should have been doing is taking notes to how brave they were, and how quickly they was ready to fight for what they believed in, versus us, and how scared we are to fight for what we believed in, versus us, how we can't come together and do shit, versus us, how we hate on one another too much to ever come together to do anything. That's what we should take notes on. Say what you want to about them. At least they stood up for what they believe in, versus us. We don't stand up. The only time we stand up for what we believe in is against one another. And this is the problem. These are the type of problems that's going on in the black community that we need to be solving. Screw what's going on with them up there. And it was some idiot on a woman's video talking about our votes and how they're going against our votes. Your votes, look, it's like this. Your votes never mattered to begin with. Those are cold hard facts that you're not ready to hear. Answer this question. If your vote really mattered, would Donald Trump be up there in the first place? Because I know I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him. I voted for Hillary. Not because she was, one was because she's a woman. I would have loved to have seen a woman to become president. I would have loved to have seen that. But the real reason why I voted for her was because, she already had a husband that was president. So I felt like she would have known a little bit about what was going on. And that's the reason why I voted for her. But the point is, more than just me voted for her. And she still didn't win. Donald Trump won. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you didn't vote for him either. You probably voted for Hillary. But if your vote really mattered, would Donald Trump be in there in the first place? That's the thing. That should tell you everything you need to know. Your votes don't really matter anyway. And for us, you talking about Obama, guess what? Your votes didn't matter on that because it was just as many white people who voted for Obama than black people. So their votes helped him become president. A lot of their votes helped him to become president. We helped, but a lot of their votes helped him to become president. It wasn't just our vote alone. And then plus, he probably would have been put up there anyway because they had something they needed him to do. Something to fulfill their agenda. So he probably would have been chosen anyway. Your vote never mattered. So why are you sticking your nose in something that don't even have nothing to do with you in the first place? We need to be worrying about our community because our community is failing. And it's falling hard. That's what we need to worry about. Let them take care of them and their business and not worry about their business. But but on the flip side, the bad part about it is we finna end up receiving the harsh end of this. Even though we had nothing to do with it, a lot of our freedoms are going to be challenged and taken away from us. So that's something to worry about, but we need to be planning for that already. In the same way, Trump followers plan for plan to have done what they did. We need to be planning for what's going to happen next. Because they came against him and they cut off his social media and everything. And who are we compared to him? They just cut him off like a little child. So they're about to come against us. And a lot of the freedoms that we have, we're not going to have anymore unless we fight for them. I'm just saying. But it's not just going to be us. It's going to be like a lot of us. A lot of people other than black people is going to pay for what was done up there in Capitol Hill. But we had no control over that anyway. But now that it has happened, we need to be planning and preparing for what happens next. Because it's always a next, and it's always going to be something that's going to happen after things like this happen. But what we need to do is prepare for what's going to happen next. Even though we don't know, we need to go ahead and prepare. Because it's probably going to get worse. They're already trying to blame social media for what happened. And we already know how the Democrats like to try to play with people's guns and always talking about taking away people's right to bear arms. They might use this what happened as an excuse to take away your weapons. You never know. For all we know, this shit probably was planned by the Democrats. Was set up so they can have an excuse to do this. We don't know. We're gonna have to watch, pray, plan, and prepare. And that's my thoughts on this. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and share down below. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.